Need tools? We've got you covered. Go to ChromebookParts.com or click on the link below to pick up this sleek, portable toolkit. Flip the device over and unscrew 6 captive screws from the bottom cover. The circled screw here should actually raise the bottom cover up from the palmrest, giving you a spot to easily insert the opener pick. Gently insert that opener pick between the bottom cover and the palmrest and slide along the edges to pop the bottom cover free. Gently pull back to unplug the battery from the motherboard. Remove one 3mm screw from the Wi-Fi card. Gently pull back to unplug the Wi-Fi card from the motherboard. Flip open the locking clip and unplug the palmrest cable from the motherboard. Flip open the locking clip and unplug the touchpad cable from the motherboard. Unplug the speaker cable from the motherboard. Flip open the locking clip and unplug the USB-C cable from the motherboard. Peel back the tape, flip open the locking clip, and unplug the LCD cable from the motherboard. Flip open the locking clips and unplug the daughterboard cables from the motherboard. Remove 5 3mm screws from the motherboard. Unscrew 2 captive screws from the USB-C bracket. Remove the USB-C port from its slot. And gently lift up and pull back on the motherboard, taking care not to bend or damage the ports. Unscrew 4 captive screws from the battery. Lift the battery off its posts to remove. Twist the Wi-Fi card or gently lift up on the antenna cables to unplug them. Unplug the other speaker from the daughterboard. Remove 6 3mm screws from the daughterboard. Peel the daughterboard cables from the palmrest. And gently lift up and pull back on the daughterboard, taking care not to bend or damage the ports. Lift the speakers off their posts to remove. And peel back the tape to free the speaker cable from the palmrest. Peel back the tape and remove 3 1mm screws from the touchpad. Peel the touchpad cable free from the palmrest, flip open the locking clip, and unplug the touchpad cable from the touchpad. Peel the touchpad tape free from the palmrest. Lift the palmrest partway up, and gently push down to pop the touchpad free from the palmrest. Remove 6 4mm screws from the hinges. Lift the palmrest partway up and gently wiggle it free from the LCD assembly. Replace the palmrest back onto the LCD assembly, and be sure to slide the lip underneath the hinge. Replace the 6 4mm screws back into the hinges. Lift the palmrest partway up, and pop the touchpad back into its slots. Replace the 3 1mm screws back into the touchpad. And replace the tape. Plug the touchpad cable back into the touchpad and reapply it to the palmrest. Replace the speakers back onto their posts. Replace the daughterboard back into its port slots. Replace the bracket. And replace the 6 3mm screws back into the daughterboard. Plug the speaker back into the daughterboard. Place the battery back onto its posts. And tighten the 4 captive screws. Replace the motherboard back into its port slots, and be sure to get all the cables out from underneath. Replace the 5 3mm screws back into the motherboard. Plug the speaker cable back into the motherboard. Plug the touchpad cable back into the motherboard. Plug the Palmrest cable back into the motherboard. Reseat the LCD cable into its groove and plug it back into the motherboard. Plug the Daughterboard cables back into the motherboard. Replace the USB-C port back into its slot. Plug the USB-C cable back into the motherboard. Replace the bracket and tighten the 2 captive screws. Plug the Wi-Fi card back into the motherboard. Replace the 1 3mm screw back into the Wi-Fi card. Gently push down to plug the antenna cables back into the Wi-Fi card and replace the tape. Plug the battery back into the motherboard. Replace the bottom cover and push down to snap it back into place. Tighten the 6 captive screws in the bottom cover.